Okay, here it goes. I never really made a video about my testimony, but my name's David, and 10 years ago, in 2014, I came to know the Lord. I came through a trial. I was getting off 9 years of opiates. I know He'd always been with me and had a path, and had dreams all through my childhood and a very difficult life, bullying, anxiety issues. For many years I was on cocktails and medicines and typical things that the Lord loves, gives you trials, hard times. In 2014, I went off opiates in 9 weeks. I did it just at home. The doctors wouldn't really help me and advised against it. And if it weren't the grace of the Lord, I wouldn't have gotten through it. But sitting like a rag doll, right up there on that porch, is where I did it, on the 2nd floor. He touched my heart from the inside. You know, I was raised Catholic, and I really never studied the Bible, but I never really fit in either. I tried to be a goer, but never really fit. Took me a while before I realized I didn't need that. But so 2014 was quite a year. The Lord revealed Himself to me, and it was the most phenomenal love from the inside out. And He basically said, look, all of this had to happen to get you here, to this understanding. So don't look back, don't feel bad about anything, although the enemy pulls us back. And I never gave a testimony. And I had cried out to Him weeks earlier on the floor, weeping with a fentanyl patch on. And from there, it's been 10 years now. And not only my testimony, but I got a rapture dream. In the year 1992, I was riddled with anxiety. My mom was taking me to a doctor. I was getting bullied in school. I was basically like suicidal. And I went to bed one night, and I woke up seemingly on my side lawn. And on my side lawn, just right behind me, it was nighttime, maybe in the wee hours of the morning. And I asked God, what do you want from me? And I lifted off my feet, and I started off slowly and then fast, right up into the sky, right into this beautiful sky, starlit sky. And as I did, something like stars were falling to the earth. And so the year I was born again, I never studied prophecy in the Catholic Church. I started seeing prophetic names around me when I still used to watch TV, on the TV and stuff. And then eventually I got to the Bible, and I got hooked on prophecy. Of course, I read the rest. I did intricate study in the rest of the Bible, but the Lord had me to focus on prophecy. And my life has always been kind of burdensome and a lot of times bleak. So there was nothing I wanted to do more than wait for Him and watch for Him. And for 10 years I have been. And so not only that, but here we are, it's September 2014. A lot of people had 2-moon rapture dreams. Mine didn't have 2 moons, but my close brother in Great Britain, he had a 2-moon rapture dream. And the thing about Great Britain was, like, when I went up into the sky, something like stars fell. Who knew what they were? But when he went up into the sky, the sea rose up and swallowed the British Isles. And so what happened in the past month and even this week, threats were made against the British Isles to sink them by Russia and against the United States. This in conjunction with Star of Jacob in the Corona constellation, making like a perfect menorah. I'm blowing the trumpet, and you know, this is very special, very exciting for the remnant that's awake, holding their palm branches, eager. It's here. You know, in 2014, we got these inclinations. We were there, and we weren't there quite yet, but there was time for ministry, and in ministry there was. But in the past 2 months, I was pulled aside from a 3-year ministry I had in public. The Lord usually stations me somewhere to reach people and just has me lead a daily life amongst them. I don't belong to any church. I don't have a pastor or priest. My high priest is Jesus. And so, unique times we live in. And I was pulled aside, and I was pulled into like a high priestly calling. You know, I was pulled aside, and the Spirit speaks, and I do, you know, and it doesn't happen all the time, but went into fasting and a season of isolation. And wouldn't you know, it was just about at the start of Elul. This just happened. And then it came to pass, I realized it happened to a remnant of people talking on YouTube. They were just called to fast. They were called to pray, to be alone. And you know, I always wanted this to happen earlier, but I was stuck in one of those Groundhog Day cycles where I couldn't make it happen. I was praying to the Lord, oh, get me out of here. I want a quiet season. He said it wasn't time yet. And then the one day I was yanked out, and I believe this is why. So I want to encourage the flock to look up. I want to encourage the flock. This is like pray to have your wick trimmed, so we could focus more wholesomely on what's about to come, and we could warn other people to be ready, to be alert, and if not, you know, to be repentant if they haven't already. And so yeah, my name is David, and I live in Pennsylvania, and I have a couple videos on here, just the things around the house, and I never gave my Jesus testimony. And yeah, so I wanted to come on here and give a testimony and an encouragement to those of you who are watching and waiting. And who knows, maybe I'll make another video, but this is it for now. Thank you.